John Jones situation, do you think his situation is going to affect his fight at all, as far as you're concerned?
The timing of his fight?
Well, yeah, as far as him being
Or
arrested.
him actually in the fight?
Yeah, him actually in the fight and the timing of the fight.
No, it won't affect the date, no. But how it'll affect him in the fight, I have no idea. We'll see.
So as far as you're concerned, he's going to fight.
He is fighting.
Hey, Dana, just on that topic, you expressed support for Ariane earlier tonight, and did you give similar support to John, just considering,
Yeah, I'm not involved in all the legal stuff that's going on with Jones, but yeah, he flew out a few nights ago and sat down with me and Lorenzo and talked, and I like John Jones. He's a good guy. He's a young kid. He made a mistake that night, and we'll see what happens. That's why when everybody's so quick to start calling pound for pound best in the world, there's so much more that goes along with being, when you look at Anderson still, Anderson has been the champion since he's been in the UFC pretty much. The guy has broken every UFC record, never has any problems, shooting commercials left and right now. I mean, the guy is in every way, shape, and form, he's a pain in my ass sometimes, but that's what we do. I think that Anderson Silva he's the greatest mixed martial artist ever.
I agree. To follow up on that, though, and I'm not disputing that you should have supported Ariane, but I'm just saying, John's done similar things for you. He's been a great fighter. He's accomplished a lot of things. And, you made an unequivocal statement of support for her tonight. I just didn't hear you do that about John, and I didn't know if there was a reason why you did.
Yeah, no, I have. I think we've supported John. I haven't come out and believe me. You guys know when I don't support somebody and I disagree. Mayhem Miller. He's a young kid, man. He's a young kid, and he's going to need a lot of guidance. A lot of guidance. The kid is incredibly talented, starting to make tons of money, and he's getting really famous. So those are all the recipes for disaster.
Does it affect your sponsorship of him at all?
Does it affect what?
The UFC sponsorship
No.
of him in that promotion?
If something like that was going to happen, we would have already come out and said, that we're upset with John.
Has it made the UFC kind of revisit the thought of maybe a code of conduct kind of policy like the NFL?
I know you
and
guys
other
want me
organizations?
to.
No, I just want your thoughts on it. I mean,
No, I'm going to take it as it comes. I hear this stuff all the time, and it seems like a lot lately.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go. This isn't the NFL. This isn't the NBA. It's a completely different business. Completely different business. Completely different business model. And we deal with these guys. We care about these guys. I don't want our fighters at the end of their career to be broke and not have paid their taxes and don't do this and don't do that. And then you guys look at the whole PED side of this with what's going on, and then you look at guys getting in trouble. I mean, there's just so much that goes on. And then how much shit goes on that you guys don't even know about? I mean, the stuff that we're talking about is the stuff that's public. The stuff that you see, and it's in the, how much shit goes on that you have no idea that goes on? We're dealing with human beings, and I don't think that you have this. I don't even know how you could do that. How you could have a code. What if you say this happens. If you do this, that happens. You take it case by case and you deal with it. I don't know, as it should be done.